I literally think I just heard a gunshot. I don't know if that picked up on camera. I'm shaking so bad with my hand.
Tonight, we look at 6 disturbing camping encounters caught on camera. Real moments, real danger. Don't forget to subscribe for more terrifying footage like this. Let's begin. Seth, a well-known adventurer and content creator, is recognized for venturing into some of the world's most mysterious and remote locations. On his YouTube channel, he documents these explorations alongside friends, offering audiences a glimpse into the unknown. In this journey, Seth teams up with his companions Josh and KC to travel deep into the woods of Kentucky. Their goal? To meet a seasoned paranormal researcher named Jeff, who has spent over 2 decades investigating alleged Bigfoot activity. The team intends to spend the night in the area, hoping to capture something extraordinary, but they're about to find far more than they bargained for. On October 25, 2021, just outside the boundaries of a heavily forested and isolated region, Seth and his friends rendezvous with Jeff.
Josh, do you want to tell them why?
We are in Lexington, Kentucky, in the middle of nowhere, searching for Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
We're meeting up with a researcher who's reputable. He's done stuff with the Travel Channel. He claims that there's a chance of finding Bigfoot. It's going to be right around here in a secret location, which he's not telling us.
We're meeting up with a random dude that we've never even talked to. Josh has maybe talked to him through text like a couple times, and that's about it. That's all the information we have. But all we can really say is that we're going to look for Bigfoot right now. So let's go.
We're ready to go die in the woods?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, though, Josh.
Jeff.
How's it going? I'm Seth.
Jeff.
Nice to meet you.
Should I just follow you somewhere?
Yeah,
or?
follow me. The roads get kind of dicey.
Yep.
Okay.
When we turn off the big road down there. If I can drive that there, y'all be good.
Yeah, legit. Cool.
All right, let's get it.
Let's do it.
After a quick introduction, Jeff leads them off the main road and into a protected zone spanning over 1,000 acres, a location known for strange sightings and reports of aggressive behavior from unknown entities. Jeff shares insights from his years of research, warning the group not to view Bigfoot as just a mythical cartoon.
Like, don't think of it as the cartoony character that you see, because it's very dangerous if you're out in the woods and something happens. You're literally there with one. And if there's one,
There's got to be more.
many.
They say they find Bigfoot in Oregon, Oklahoma. So it's like, is he everywhere? Hidden? Like, we don't know. That's the thing. It's a mystery.
Tell you this, and this is my kind of thoughts on it after doing tons of research. I think you have like different types across the country. I don't think they're all the same, and I don't think they're all like huge 8, 9, 10 foot tall creatures. I think some of them are smaller based on whatever they're eating or whatever their habitat is. And I've tracked it down to probably 2 family groups that are in the area. This area that we're in now is over 1,000 acres of protected land. Nobody can come in here and hunt.
So it's a safe place for it to be?
Safe place. So, I mean, according to the sightings, I think that they use like where they cut out for power lines for the utility companies. I think they travel those to get out, and then they travel them to get back in. And then once they're in, they're safe. And that's where they've been seen. They've been seen close to those cuts, either crossing the road or going up hills close to them, and then they just get caught by a human. The creatures in this area are a little more aggressive and a little more territorial, because all of the sightings that I've gathered from here, you know, snarling teeth at people, throwing rocks at people.
Damn.
So this is kind of why I'm working here right now. I think they sleep here somewhere.
Yeah.
I just don't know where yet.
Maybe tonight we're going to find out.
Maybe now.
According to him, different types exist across the country, possibly varying in size and behavior depending on their environment. He believes the area they're entering could be home to multiple creatures, with patterns of activity following utility line clearings and thick forest cover. With growing anticipation, the team ventures deeper into the woods.
Sun is coming down now. We've been out here for probably an hour, hour and a half, maybe a little longer. Dude, this red lighting just looks amazing. Like, this looks badass. Yeah, it's another thing, guys. We really can only see like maybe 50 yards in front of us. So anything that you guys see on camera, that's literally all we can see as well. So you're seeing the same shit that we're seeing. Oh my God, what are we doing?
Yeah, what is that?
Oh yeah.
Why is that there?
Dude, that scared me. I thought it was like glowing red eyes or something. This is the little object that we saw. I thought it was like a red eye or something, but it's just a reflector like nailed into the tree.
As dusk falls, the air turns heavy and their surroundings become harder to navigate. When they spot what appears to be glowing red eyes in the distance, tension spikes, only to discover it's just a reflector nailed to a tree. But soon after, things escalate.
What is it right there? Straight ahead, right in front of my face.
I kind of see what you're looking at, actually.
You see what I'm looking at?
Yeah.
Is it a stump? Has to be, right? It's behind the tree. See it?
Yeah, I do.
Right there.
I can't see it on camera.
It came out more.
Right there.
It just went.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, what is that?
What is it? I swear if it moves, I'm losing my mind. There
It's
we
like
go.
wood now.
Is that wood?
Looks like it could be wood.
So this is what we do. I mean, it literally looked like that it could have been behind the tree.
Dude, that's straight up. That's straight up looked like Bigfoot.
Littlefoot, bro.
While standing near a riverbank, one of them spots what looks like movement, possibly a dark figure partially concealed by a tree. Upon closer inspection, it turns out to be a log. The group laughs it off, until a chilling howl slices through the night.
The coyote.
Holy f.
And that was not car.
Did you record that?
No.
I'm on right now. They're on this side of the river, and that's probably about 100 yards away.
You're next. That's fucking terrifying.
That's behind us.
Holy f. Coyotes are literally like right in front of us.
You think what are you doing? Call more people?
They communicate.
Are literally their dinner. Should we be idiots and like blow it now?
They're reacting to this.
Holy f. You hear that?
No, they really are reacting to this. Holy f.
Dude, that sounds wicked f***ing
Now,
close.
the
Like, no
reason we're doing
lie.
this, we're not doing this just for coyotes. There's theories that Bigfoot travels closely with coyotes. I don't know, is it an alarm system or what? But we're trying to see what else we're doing.
What is that like grunting?
I know.
Do you hear that? It's like closer than the coyotes.
Coyote calls erupt from multiple directions, getting closer. Mixed among them is a strange, guttural growl, deeper, slower, and not quite natural. The team stands still, lights scanning the dense brush. The sounds seem to shift locations rapidly. Unease grows. Jeff, keeping his weapon ready, warns them to pause occasionally and listen, in case something is trailing them. Soon, more growls emerge from different angles. The group realizes they may not be alone. The growls aren't consistent with the coyote packs. Something else is out there. Then comes the unsettling part.
Just walk a bit and then stop.
Yeah.
Remember what I always like to do and what I tell you all to do in the videos? Ever so often when you're in the woods to make sure nothing's trailing you.
Literally what you just
That
said.
don't mean like Bigfoot, but anything.
Yeah.
Any predatory animal that you have, it will be with you before you know it. So always stop ever so often and just listen, because something could be trailing you.
Dude,
You
what
don't
the
wanna be
fuck are
prey.
we doing?
We're Bigfoot coyote hunters
I was
now.
meant to be a Bigfoot hunter.
We're gonna die in these woods.
What the f?
Our host, what?
If they find this footage and they release it, they'll think it's the Blair Witch all over again, and nobody will believe it.
Oh, no.
And they'll be like, "That's all fake. That ain't real. Those famous YouTube people died in the woods. That ain't real."
Headlines exploring with Josh dies in the woods. Holy fuck, did you hear that? Yeah. Hear it. There's something next to us. Yeah. There's something, but it's over there. Yeah. It's literally. What the fuck was that? I swear to God, I hear a fucking growl. Yeah. Yeah. That's a fucking growl. It's in this direction somewhere. They know we're here.
I think they're watching us, but I'm not sure.
Shoot. Fuck.
It's closer.
That's something.
Get behind us.
Keep your lights over there. Y'all get behind me.
Yeah.
That was a growl.
That was a fucking growl. I told you.
We are very close to something.
Yeah.
And I don't know what.
I'm hearing more voices on the left, though.
I think we need to move back.
Yeah.
To the path.
Can you hear the voices? I'm hearing.
They begin hearing what resembles faint voices, or even chanting. Jeff mentions a phenomenon called false speech, where unknown creatures mimic human sounds. Whatever is behind the sounds, it's intelligent enough to keep its distance, but close enough to be felt. Panic slowly sets in as the group begins to retreat, trying to find the road out.
Holy fuck! I think it's following us, dude.
Right behind me. Let's try to get out of the woods into the gravel road. Y'all just stay behind me.
Yep.
We can switch to regular lights if we want, just to have visuals.
Yeah, if y'all want to switch to regular, I'll just stay in red.
Okay.
For my eyesight, in case I have to shoot things. So if we go straight back where it's a gravel road, stuff's getting pretty intense.
Yeah, it is.
So we decided to back out a little bit.
Whatever it is that's been growling at us is absolutely following us and trailing us right now. This is dangerous.
But at one
Things behind.
yes. And at one point, I was hearing voices and talking and like chanting or
Now, I
something.
will tell you this, sometimes in Bigfoot sightings, I've heard what they call faux speech, and it's where they try to duplicate our voices.
If that's real, what if that's what you heard?
Dude,
That's coyote.
Fuck, that's a coyote.
see, those coyotes are.
They're across the river.
Oh my
This is
fucking
listen
god!
for other vocals.
But the thing.
Something set off.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a pack.
Sounds like
Are
it's
they
in
getting
pain.
like choked?
No, but there is something that's like
Out
set
there.
down.
Something's out there.
And the thing is, but you know what's weird? Those coyotes that we're hearing now aren't the growls we're hearing in
They're
front
across
of us.
the river.
This
We
is
would have heard
another-
splashing. There's
So
no
we're
way.
hearing some other growl.
Something else.
And we're hearing voices and chanting at the same time. I don't think that was the coyotes, but something else is here. But the coyotes are getting set off now. We would have actually. They're getting closer now.
Let's back out.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
But somehow they end up back at the river, the same place they started. Confused and disoriented, they insist they walked in a straight line. No one can explain how they circled back. With nerves fraying, they push forward again, trying to find a way out before it's too late. Along the way, they push through thick brush, using one of the team members as a bulldozer to clear the path. Finally, they reach a familiar trail and stop to regroup. Despite the relief, questions linger.
Yeah, I'll back out where we're safe. And then that way, if I have to fire at something, we're. Let's make sure I don't die. I'm not
We're at the river.
How did we get turned around?
We're back where we started.
Like, legit. I'm not doing no, like, Blair Witch shit. Like, how did we get back here?
I don't.
We were literally facing this.
Wait, this is where we first started.
Yeah, dude, we literally just went in a circle.
Like,
What
look,
the f-
and they're never gonna believe this because it's YouTube. Yeah. How the hell did we get back here?
I don't know.
Guys, you just heard an animal growling at us. Do you really think that we would throw ourselves in a circle? Seriously?
Like, we literally just came back to where the animal was growling, and we were walking straight.
I know.
How did we get to the river?
That actually doesn't make any sense.
That means all the coyotes are over there still. We're back where we started.
We haven't heard him in a little
That
while.
makes no sense. Okay, let's just talk about this. Because you're going to see this on YouTube and be like, oh, they're trying to get me. We have no clue how we just got back to the river because we were walking straight to the gravel road. I've been in these woods a ton.
And I don't want to do this.
Josh doesn't want to be here
wanted to
anymore.
get out of here. Josh wanted to go. So we're not going to go
I've asked
purposely
him
back
like
to the
3
river.
times.
Yeah.
Do you know where you are?
Yes, I know where I am.
She did have some.
They reflect on the night, the growls, the mimicry, the voices, and how the coyotes only started howling after the strange sounds began. Something had triggered them, and whatever it wasn't on 4 legs. Exhausted and still rattled, the group decides to abandon their plan to stay the night. As they return to their vehicles, a deep sense of unease follows them. But so does the feeling that they just escaped something they still don't fully understand. Jeff's theory of Bigfoot using utility corridors as travel routes seems plausible, especially when paired with territorial behavior and mimicry reports. The sudden disorientation, ending up where they started, raises additional questions. Was it a psychological response to fear, or something else interfering with their sense of direction? And the false speech phenomenon, if real, could suggest a level of intelligence far beyond what we associate with wild animals. If something was stalking them that night, what made it stop? And more importantly, what if it didn't? This wasn't just another ghost story around the campfire. The woods were very real. So were the sounds. And whatever made them may still be out there. Hold on a sec. If you're enjoying this so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's continue. On January 14th, 2023, a TikTok creator known as Sunshineable headed into the woods to film a lighthearted outfit video. It was meant to be just another casual post, a quick dance, a twirl, and done. But the forest had other plans. While recording herself turning with the camera, something strange appeared behind her.
The camera say I won't stay.
Barely noticeable at first glance. In the background, between the trees, a dark figure stood completely still. Covered in black and partially obscured by branches, it appeared to be watching her. She didn't see it in the moment.
Nope, 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 nope.
But the camera did. Within seconds, the shadowy presence vanished without a sound, slipping back into the trees. The movement was almost imperceptible, but it was there. Her cheerful video ended abruptly as the nearby brush began to shake violently. Without hesitation, she grabbed her phone and fled. Some believe the figure was simply someone in a costume, perhaps a prank gone too far. But others aren't convinced. The proportions, the posture, and especially the lack of noise during retreat raise questions. Given Sunshineable's reputation for unfiltered, authentic content, many viewers suspect the footage may have unintentionally captured something far more elusive, possibly a juvenile cryptid. Was it just a person hiding in the woods? Or did she stumble into the territory of something not meant to be seen? Either way, one thing is certain. The figure never made a sound. And sometimes, that's what makes it more terrifying. Our encounter takes us to India on June 16, 2023. A YouTube creator known as the Experiment TV, famous for conducting bold, unpredictable science experiments, decided to push the limits once again. This time, the challenge wasn't a lab-based stunt. It was survival. The experiment, camping in the middle of a powerful tropical cyclone. Despite warnings issued across Gujarat urging residents to stay indoors, the creator and his friends pressed forward, determined to follow through with their plan. Upon arriving at their campsite, they were immediately met with fierce winds and rapidly changing weather conditions.
गाइस गुजरात में रेड अलर्ट जारी किया गया है, यानी कि गुजरात के लोगों को घर से बाहर ना निकलने की चेतावनी दी गई है। ओ भाई, क्योंकि यहाँ पर एक बहुत ही भयानक तूफान आया है और ये इतना खतरनाक तूफान है कि लोगों को उड़ा कर ले जा सकता है, तो कोई घर से बाहर नहीं निकल रहा है। बट गाइस, हम ऐसे भयानक तूफान में कैंपिंग करने वाले हैं और इसकी हवा कितनी तेज है मैं आपको दिखा देता हूँ। मेरे हाथ में एक छतरी है, हट जाओ यहाँ से। अब गाइस, जैसे ही मैं इसको ऑपोजिट साइड में करूंगा, देख लेना, देख लो कितना ज्यादा यहाँ पर हवा चल रही है। ओ भाई, इम्पॉसिबल हो जाएगा। गाइस, लोग टेंट को छोड़ने वाले हैं। रेडी? 1 2 एंड 3 छोड़ दे। ओ गया गाइस, ओ पकड़ लिया, उन्होंने पकड़ लिया। भाई टूट गया, हो गया, 2 बंदे उड़ गए। गाइस, ये नहीं करना था, टेंट हमारा टूट चुका है। लो अंदर लो। गाइस, बारिश होने लगी है, टेंट टूट चुका है हमारा। ये एक्सपेरिमेंट नहीं करना था हमें। ओ भाई, टूट गया। गाइस, तेज बारिश हो रही है।
What started as strong gusts soon escalated into a violent storm. They attempted to anchor their tent, but the force of the wind tore through the setup. Equipment was blown away, and several team members were nearly thrown off balance. The tent collapsed. Rain came pouring down. The group tried to secure shelter using what little remained, but the situation deteriorated fast.
गाइस, हम पानी को जो भूल चुके थे, वो 2 बंदे पानी लेने गए हैं। बाहर का मैं आपको माहौल दिखाऊं। तगड़ी वाली बारिश हो रही है। गाइस, हालात बद से बदतर हो रहे हैं। लगता है हम लोग उड़ जाएंगे, पता नहीं बच पाएंगे या फिर नहीं इस माहौल में। हैं? उड़ जाएगा। गाइस, सीरियसली, अभी हमारे पास अपनी गाड़ी भी नहीं है और यहाँ से अगर निकले तो भाई साहब, बाहर देखो क्या बारिश हो रही है भाई। गाइस, भयानक माहौल है और इसमें सर्वाइव कर पाना बहुत ज्यादा मुश्किल है। गाइस, अभी हवा जो वो काफी ज्यादा बढ़ चुकी है, आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल हो रही है। ओह भाई, अभी पीक पर है गाइस। ज्यादा हवा जो नहीं आ रही थी अभी तक। क्या करें, रात को और भी खतरनाक हो सकता है, खतरनाक हो सकता है। हवाएं और भी बढ़ रही है, कोशिश करेंगे इससे बाहर निकल जाए। ध्यान से निकल जाओ फटाफट। चलो जल्दी चलो। गाइस, बाहर अभी बहुत ज्यादा हवाएं चल रही है।
With no vehicle nearby and no easy route to safety, they huddled together, trying to stay calm, as wind speeds grew stronger by the minute. The atmosphere turned chaotic. Thunder roared, water flooded the ground, and visibility dropped dramatically. The experiment, initially intended to test endurance, had now become a genuine struggle to survive. Eventually, recognizing the increasing threat, the team made the difficult decision to evacuate. With urgency and caution, they packed what they could and left the site. Thankfully, all members escaped without injury, but visibly shaken by the experience. Some might call this reckless. Others see it as fearless documentation of nature's raw power. Either way, this footage captures something rare. Not just the storm itself, but the human instinct to stay composed when everything around you is spiraling out of control. It also raises an important question. How far should content creators go for the sake of views? If they had waited just 30 minutes longer, would they have made it out? In a storm that powerful, survival can hinge on mere seconds. And sometimes, nature doesn't give second chances. In October 2024, a YouTuber known as Preside, widely recognized for documenting eerie and suspense-filled outdoor experiences, decided to raise the stakes. His challenge? A solo overnight camping trip deep within the forest. From the moment he arrived, the mood shifted. Shortly after being dropped off with his gear,
Alright guys, I just got dropped off with all my stuff, but I was walking just barely with my stuff and I heard a giant crash over there, over in that direction. It literally sounded like a tree falling over. I don't know what that was. I just really hope there's not people in this forest. I'm probably gonna inflate my air mattress and set up my bed. I just heard sticks down. I'm not even kidding. They came from like over that way. I'm hoping that's just the wind. Alright, now we got but once I lay down and my weight disperses, it's... Was that a gunshot? I literally think I just heard a gunshot. I don't know if that picked up on camera.
he heard a loud crash nearby, something heavy falling, possibly a tree. The noise came from deeper in the woods, in a direction with no visible trails. Though it rattled him, he dismissed it as coincidence. But as he continued setting up camp, more odd sounds followed, snapping branches, rustling leaves, and what he believed might have been a distant gunshot. Despite the unsettling atmosphere, he proceeded with his day, determined to stick to the plan.
Guys, I just woke up. It's like 2 a.m. and I just heard footsteps outside of the tent. Literally woke me up. It was so loud. They went away though. I don't know. I feel like I kind of want to go out and check, but I'm kind of scared too. I think we're gonna go out and check. I might just walk around and look at the area. Here's my bike. The footsteps came from like over here. They sounded like it was right here. My tent is right there. Guys, look at this. There's something floating right here. Look at that. That's cool. Whoa. Whoa, there's a moth attacking me. It's attacking my light. Yeah, I really don't know. Wait, guys, what is this? Some sort of marking on the tree. It's kind of creepy. I wonder what that's for. It's so creepy over here, over this way. I'm gonna just walk around for a minute though, I guess.
As night fell, he settled into his tent and tried to sleep. But around 2 a.m., something startled him awake. Heavy footsteps circled the tent, loud enough to jolt him out of deep sleep. When the sounds stopped, he debated whether to investigate or stay hidden. Eventually, curiosity got the better of him. Armed with a flashlight, he stepped outside. The air was still. His bike stood undisturbed nearby. He scanned the area, retracing where the sounds had come from. That's when he noticed something strange. A symbol, or marking carved into a nearby tree. He couldn't determine what it meant, but its presence added to the unease. Further exploration revealed nothing, and aside from a few insects and shadows, the forest remained eerily quiet. Convinced it was safe, or at least not immediately dangerous, he returned to the tent and lay down. But the night was far from over. Sometime later, a new noise shattered the silence, louder, closer, and far more threatening than before.
I'm not sleeping here. I am not sleeping here. I'm shaking so bad. I'm packing my stuff and I'm getting out of here. I legit forgot I was recording that. I'm shaking so bad. Look at my hand. Look at my hand.
This time, panic took over. He didn't wait to find out what was outside. Trembling, he packed up his gear in a frenzy and left the site under cover of darkness. Was this just an overactive imagination fueled by isolation? Or was something, or someone, actually tracking him through the woods? The unexplained tree marking, coupled with the precise timing of the noises, suggests this may not have been coincidence. What if he had ignored the second noise and stayed put? Would the morning have come? Or something else? Sometimes the real danger doesn't knock. It just waits. Quietly. Outside your tent. Let's begin with the harrowing story of a solo camper who became the victim of a violent and unexpected attack. On February 22, 2024, Carol, the creator behind the YouTube channel Glorious Life on Wheels, shared the account of a female nomad whose peaceful trip turned into a nightmare. The incident took place during a solo camping trip in Cortez, Arizona. It happened in the early hours of the morning, sometime between 1 and 2 a.m., while the camper was fast asleep in her car after a long day of travel and activities.
On the morning of Tuesday, February 20th, she was asleep in her car. And all of a sudden, her dog started just going wild, barking. And around the same time, she heard an OTV, like a ATV, like one of those dune buggy type of off-road vehicles, pulling up into her campground and up to alongside of her vehicle. Now, she wasn't sure exactly, because it happened so fast. She wasn't sure whether it was her dogs that woke her up, their barking, or whether it was her hearing the ATV driving up that woke her. But anyhow, she was in a deep sleep, so she was kind of groggy, and she's starting to wake up, and you know how when you're waking up, you're just kind of trying to get your bearings? And all of a sudden, now she's lying down, and it's just, kind of, I don't know if she was just raised up a little bit, trying to wake up to see what's going on.
According to Carol's report, the camper was jolted awake by her dogs, who suddenly began barking frantically. At nearly the same time, she heard the sound of an off-road vehicle, possibly an ATV, pulling up close to her campsite. Disoriented and still groggy, she struggled to make sense of what was happening. Then, without warning, everything changed.
That she had her head on, because her head was apparently just below the window. So when it shattered, a lot of the glass came right down onto her face and the area right around her chest. You can get a better idea from these pictures how much glass was on her pillow and also on the side and throughout her car. If you look, you can see there's not that much glass at the top of the pillow. The reason for that is because most of the glass that came down that would have come onto the top of the pillow actually came down and shattered, falling onto her face and her shoulders. When I spoke with her, she was still very, very shaken up and very traumatized, and you could tell by her speech and the tenor of her voice. But the police were summoned, the courtside police were summoned, and they did come out. She shared with me, however, that she was so shaken up when the police came out that she didn't realize that she was bleeding all up and down either one or both of her legs. She had glass everywhere on at least one of her legs. And the person who contacted me to tell me about this episode said that she tried to help. I'm going to call the victim T. She tried to help T, and she administered alcohol and was actually pulling the glass out of her legs because she was bleeding so badly. But again, like I said, she was so traumatized, she didn't even realize how seriously she was injured and that she had cuts up and down her legs.
A loud crashing sound shattered the calm and glass exploded around her. The vehicle's windows had been smashed. Shards rained down across her body. In her hair, her mouth, even her eyes. She later described still finding glass in her ears hours after the event. Her clothing and skin were covered in fine slivers, making movement painful. Photos taken afterward showed glass scattered across her pillow and throughout the interior of the car. Most of it appeared concentrated where her head and shoulders had been resting. In her shock, she hadn't even noticed the blood. Only when others arrived to help did it become clear. She had deep cuts running up and down her legs. One bystander began pulling glass from her skin and cleaning her wounds with alcohol. The victim was too traumatized to fully grasp the extent of her injuries at first. Police were called and began an investigation, but no suspects were identified. The victim later received proper medical care and, fortunately, made a full recovery. What makes this case even more disturbing is what came before. Another solo female camper in the same area had been approached by a suspicious group earlier that evening. She sensed danger and left before anything escalated. It's believed that if the first woman hadn't acted so cautiously, she might have suffered a similar fate, or worse. While this wasn't a random animal encounter or paranormal event, it raises an unsettling reality. Human threats in remote locations are often more dangerous than anything else. The sequence of events suggests the attack was premeditated, likely intended to intimidate or rob. Had the camper been fully awake, would she have been able to escape before the glass shattered? Or was the attack timed precisely because she wasn't? This serves as a grim reminder. Even in solitude, you're never truly alone. And sometimes, what you should fear most walks on two legs. There's a YouTube channel that transports viewers into the darker corners of the natural world, highlighting mysterious tales and chilling encounters that unfold far from the safety of civilization. On June 4, 2024, the creator uploaded a video documenting what was meant to be a routine solo camping trip. But this time, he wasn't alone. His loyal dog accompanied him, a companion he often relied on for security in remote settings. The beginning of the trip was peaceful. After setting up camp, he sat quietly, taking in the stillness of nature. But as the evening wore on, the tranquility began to shift.
And I'm a little shook up right now because I heard some strange sounds. Stay here, Mika. Stay here. It sounded like some sort of growling. I'm not sure. I wasn't recording. I was just enjoying my night. And hello? Shh. It's okay. I'm just talking to my dog right now. Mika, stay here. Stay. Come, stay. There, good boy. Stay, sit down. Hello? What the fuck?
Strange noises echoed from beyond the tree line, low, guttural, and unfamiliar. At first, he assumed it might have been a bear or another forest animal moving through the brush. Still, the sounds were persistent and unsettling. His dog became unusually alert, refusing to leave his side, ears fixed in one direction. Something about its behavior felt off, as if it was sensing something that wasn't visible to the human eye. Hesitantly, the camper stepped away from his tent to investigate. With each footstep into the dark, the sounds seemed to intensify.
There's been a lot of dead trees around. Maybe it's... Mika! Oh no. Come on. Mika! Oh no. Mika! Come back. This dog is... Come here. What are you doing? Stay here. What's out there, boy? You all right? Stay. Sit.
He tried to rationalize what he was hearing, but the atmosphere grew heavier, and so did his unease. Eventually, he called his dog back and returned to camp, disoriented and shaken. Whatever had been out there, if anything, remained unseen. But the sense of being watched never left him. Later, reviewing the footage, he realized how fortunate he had been, not only to capture the moment, but to walk away from it unharmed. Could this have simply been a wild animal encounter? Possibly, but the dog's behavior, unusually defensive, unwilling to move forward, suggests it may have detected something more than just wildlife. Some speculate that animals are attuned to presences we can't perceive. If he had ventured just a little deeper into the trees, would he have returned? In the wilderness, danger doesn't always reveal itself. Sometimes it waits, silently, just beyond the reach of your flashlight. That's all for tonight's video. Which encounter gave you chills? Let us know in the comments below. Got your own experience? We want to hear it. And whatever you do, don't miss what's coming next.